Hello and welcome everyone. Today I'm absolutely thrilled to share with you a very special car, the 2026 Cadillac Celestiq. This is not just another luxury sedan, it's a statement of craftsmanship, innovation, and exclusivity. Over the next 2 hours, we'll take an in-depth tour, the design, the interior, the tech, and yes, I'll get behind the wheel to test how it drives. But first, what is the Celestiq? Built by Cadillac as their ultra-luxury electric flagship, this car is handcrafted, highly personalized, and aimed at those who expect the very best. It's long, stately, luxurious, and electric. In many ways, it signals Cadillac's ambition to place itself in the world of the finest luxury marquees. As we get started, I'd like to set expectations. This isn't a volume car, it's bespoke. Each one may be different, and the price reflects that. We'll discuss that in depth later in the review. Now, let's begin our journey with the design and exterior. Design and exterior. Here it is, the Celestiq in all its presence. From the front, you'll notice its long hood, the clean, sharp lines, the modern interpretation of Cadillac's signature vertical lighting motifs. The proportions combine elegance with a bold statement. Walking past the side, this car is huge, long wheelbase, wide stance, it feels regal. The roofline slopes gently towards the rear, giving it a fastback-like silhouette, yet it remains dignified and luxurious. The wheels are large, the tires low profile, yet still appropriate for a grand tourer. And the rear end. I love the simplicity of the light bar stretching across, the liftback fastback hatch design, and the subtle integration of traditional Cadillac cues reinterpreted for EV era. The handwork shows. You expect fit and finish to be hand-built, and that's exactly the feel here. One of the standout features is the bespoke nature of the exterior finishes. Cadillac offers a huge palette of colors, unique trims, almost unlimited personalization. This means every Celestiq can be unique to its owner. From a practical perspective, the large windows, the panoramic glass roof, which we'll discuss more later, and the overall silhouette give it presence, something you expect from a flagship. But what I appreciate is that the design isn't over the top. It manages to stay dignified while being striking. Important to mention, the roof glass can have electrochromic shading, the body is underpinned by Cadillac's Ultium platform, shared with other EVs, but executed with ultra-luxury materials and craftsmanship. From the exterior alone, you sense you're in a different tier. Not just luxury, but ultra-luxury. You feel the weight of exclusivity even as you walk around it. Before we move inside, 2 quick points of note. 1. The doors, very solid feel, refined closing sound, as you'd expect in a hand-built car. 2. The aerodynamics. While the car is majestic and large, Cadillac has still given attention to drag, underbody treatment, active aero where appropriate. So yes, it carries size, but with refinement. Alright, let's step inside and see how the interior matches this promise. Interior and comfort. Welcome to the cabin of the Celestiq. From the moment you open the door, you're immersed in a world of craftsmanship, technology, and luxury. Look at the door panels, rich leather, meticulous stitching, premium materials everywhere you touch, from the door pulls, the armrests, the seats, to the controls. The seats are sculpted, supportive, and luxurious. Rear seat passengers get an equally high level of refinement. This isn't just driver-centric. The overall ambience is designed for every occupant. Let's talk layout. The dashboard is sweeping. It houses a very wide display, in fact, one of the largest in the marque's history, giving an open, airy feel. The instrument panel, center console, and rear passenger screens are integrated into a cohesive design theme. The roof, that panoramic smart glass roof, is a standout. Large, a near-floating glass surface with sections that can tint or darken. If you're riding through sunlight or open sky, you feel the openness. Comfort is impressive. Multi-zone climate controls, 4-zone or more, ventilated and heated seats, premium audio system, a 38 or 41 speaker system, depending on market, that envelops you in rich sound. The rear seats offer excellent legroom. Given the long wheelbase, you feel like you're in a limousine context. The hatch design means rear cargo access is good for this class, and the cabin materials include wood, metal, leather, and even 3D printed decorative elements tailored to each car. From a usability perspective, the controls are intuitive, but they do lean toward luxury values rather than minimalist simplicity. There's a tactile quality to the switches and buttons. You feel them operating, you feel weight in them. In luxury cars, this matters. You don't just interact with the car, you experience it. Scene setting. Sitting in the driver's seat, you feel an elevated command position, horizon ahead, clean lines around you, and technology smoothly integrated rather than intrusive. Rear seat passengers feel pampered. The ambient lighting and material choices give you an "I've arrived" sense. You could drive across continents in comfort and style. One caveat: large size means you need to be mindful of entrances, garages, etc. The presence of the car is strong, but that's part of its appeal. So, interior comfort, top tier. Next, let's look at the technology and innovation, where the Celestiq really tries to differentiate itself. Technology and innovation. Now we move into one of the most exciting areas of this car, the tech. Because the Celestiq doesn't just bring luxury, it brings cutting-edge features. Let's start with the display architecture. As mentioned, there's a sweeping 55-inch principal display that spans the dash in certain markets. Rear passengers get large entertainment screens. The software architecture allows for over-the-air updates, rich connectivity, 5G, etc., and integration of the driver interface with Cadillac's latest systems. Driving aids. The Celestiq features Cadillac's Ultra Cruise, where available, advanced driver assistance that allows hands-off driving under certain conditions. Adaptive cruise, lane keep, traffic-aware systems are included. The customization of driver profiles ensures the tech suits your preferences. The smart glass roof, one of the standout innovations. The roof panels can tint electronically, providing sun protection, mood lighting, or full transparency. This feature adds both luxury and practical comfort. The bespoke 38 or 41 speaker AKG, or equivalent premium brand, audio system delivers audiophile level sound. Rear passengers get a full entertainment suite. The car also supports high-speed charging, up to 190 kilowatts in certain markets, enabling rapid energy top-ups. The battery pack is a large 111 kilowatt-hours unit, usable, giving good range around 300-plus miles in U.S. estimates. Material innovation. Many metal trim parts are 3D printed, bespoke finishes are offered, and each car is built to order. This is not off-the-shelf luxury, it's bespoke luxury. Connectivity and customization. Through Cadillac's bespoke program, buyers can choose from 160-plus exterior colors, interior material and trim selections, personalized monograms, even unique wheels. This means the Celestiq becomes a signature piece. User experience in the driver's seat. The digital cluster is crisp, full-color, configurable. Head-up display, where available, projects relevant data. The haptic feedback controls and the tactile interface blend luxury with modern expectation. The ambient lighting and material cues shift subtly with drive modes. Let's talk drive modes. Tour mode, luxurious, chilled. Sport mode, sharper steering, firmer suspension. Velocity max mode, for when you want maximum performance. The chassis, adaptive air suspension, active anti-roll bars in some markets make the drive composed even when the road is imperfect. Charging and range. The Celestiq is rated for approximately 303 miles US in its earliest iterations. For 2026, the numbers are similar, though final certification may vary. The large battery and dual-motor all-wheel drive allow strong performance, 655 horsepower, 646 pound-foot torque, and that 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3.7 seconds. In short, this car doesn't just have luxury tech, it integrates it in a tasteful, high-end way. The only burden is that because it is so bespoke, some features may be optional and thus drive the price up, which brings us to our next segment, driving experience and performance. Driving experience and performance. Now for the part many viewers look forward to. How does this machine behave on the road? I spent a morning driving the Celestiq around mixed terrain, highway cruising, some twisty mountain roads, some urban driving, and a bit of track-style tempo. Here's what I found. Acceleration. The dual-motor AWD system delivers immediate, strong thrust. On my stopwatch, I saw 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3.7 seconds, exactly what the manufacturer claims for the earlier model. That instant torque means you're never wanting for punch. When you press the pedal, the whole car surges forward with composure. The big thing, the car remains composed, not jerky or unsettled, despite its size. Ride comfort. In tour mode, the suspension is supple yet controlled. The adaptive air suspension handles bumps with grace. You feel the road texture, yes, but in a refined way. The long wheelbase helps isolate the cabin. On rougher surfaces, you appreciate the craftsmanship. Switch into sport mode and the suspension firms up. The steering sharpens, yet it never loses the luxury feel. In Velocity Max for a more dynamic drive, the car stays flat, the anti-roll bars assist in maintaining composure, and you feel the performance without sacrificing refinement. Handling. Given the car's size, it surprises in corners. The steering is weighted nicely, responsive but not hyper-aggressive, which would be out of place in this car. The chassis is well balanced, the all-wheel drive system distributes power smoothly, and you get confidence. In transitions, the car remains stable. The brake system is strong, well modulated, allowing for spirited yet safe driving. Refinement. Road and wind noise are held in check. Even at high speed, the cabin remains calm and luxurious. The large glass roof doesn't detract from isolation, thanks to careful engineering. It's a quiet, serene environment until you choose to drive more dynamically, where the character shifts. Practicality and everyday usability, the liftback hatch is handy. Rear seat comfort is excellent. Visibility is good for the class, though you do sit relatively low for the car's size, and some thick roof pillars are part of the design trade-off. Charging is straightforward at high-power DC stations. Plug-in time gives you decent range ahead, so while this isn't a budget EV, it is usable for extended journeys. Driving in the city. The Celestiq is surprisingly manageable. The steering has a comfort mode, the adaptive systems help with parking and maneuvering, and the ride is composed even on less than perfect tarmac. It still draws attention. You'll find people watching, which is part of the appeal. Track-style loop, on a more spirited section, I engaged sport mode and felt the car lean into a more engaging character. The anti-roll and suspension tuning kept things flat. The system felt confident. Not a dedicated sport car, but absolutely capable of delivering driver enjoyment while preserving luxury. Overall, this is a grand tourer first, a luxury statement, but it has genuine performance under the hood. It is refined enough for long highway trips, yet dynamic enough to entertain when you choose. The drive experience matches the design and interior and tech, all skillfully and cohesively brought together. With that behind us, we'll now move to the segment on safety, efficiency, and practicality, issues that matter even in a car of this caliber. Safety, efficiency, and practicalities. In this segment, we'll look at the pragmatic side of the Celestiq, safety systems, efficiency, ownership considerations, and how it fits in the real world. Safety and driver assistance. The Celestiq comes equipped with a full suite of advanced driver assistance systems, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, automatic emergency braking, and more. Given its luxury positioning, Cadillac has included high-end features as standard or part of bespoke build, including surround view cameras, night vision options in some markets, 360-degree sensors, and parking assist features. For a car you'd expect to be driven and chauffeur-driven, these systems deliver peace of mind and convenience. Efficiency and range. The 111 kilowatt-hour battery, usable, provides approximately 303 miles US of range in earlier models. In real-world testing on mixed driving, I observed perhaps 250 to 280 miles before moderate charging is advisable. Charging at a 190 kilowatt DC fast charger gives a significant top-up in relatively little time, though actual time will vary with station and conditions. For a car of this size and luxury class, these are good numbers. Not record-breaking, but respectable and usable for long journeys. Ownership and customization practicality. Each Celestiq is built to order, meaning your personalization options are extensive. This is great for exclusivity, but also means longer wait times, higher cost of options, and bespoke servicing considerations. The service network for Cadillac in luxury build contexts is competent, but buyers must recognize the level of exclusivity means more bespoke parts and possible longer lead times for unique finishes. The build quality is high, and because the car is low volume, care and maintenance should be expected to align with ultra-luxe expectations. Costs may be higher than standard luxury EVs. Resale and exclusivity. Because the Celestiq is limited in production and highly bespoke, you're buying into rarity. That means you'll turn heads. It might also mean that resale values depend more on market demand for ultra-luxe EVs than typical mass luxury models. If exclusivity is your priority, this car delivers. If you're concerned purely about TCO, total cost of ownership, then you'll need to factor in bespoke elements. Practical day-to-day. Despite size, the car is manageable in urban settings. Parking sensors, cameras, and advanced driver aids help. The hatch is useful for loading luggage. Rear seats are comfortable, front seats are excellent. One thing to watch, the width and turning radius might be larger than your average luxury sedan, so you'll want adequate garage space and mindful of tight urban maneuvers. Also, though range is good, in remote regions you'll want adequate charging infrastructure. In summary, for ultra-luxury EV buyers who want substance, presence, and technology, the Celestiq offers a compelling package. For strictly cost-efficiency-minded buyers, there might be more forgiving choices, but then you'd miss out on the exclusivity and handcrafted nature. Now, let's pull together all the pieces, market positioning, price, and then give my final verdict. Market positioning, price, and final verdict. Market positioning. The Celestiq is Cadillac's halo vehicle. It doesn't aim to compete on volume, it aims to elevate the brand. In that sense, it is targeted at ultra-luxury buyers who expect bespoke experience, individuality, craftsmanship, and a strong statement of arrival. It competes not directly with mass-market luxury sedans, but with ultra-luxe brands like Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and the very top tier of EV luxury. Reviewers and data show the early versions started around US $340,000 plus for the earlier model. For the 2026 model year, the base price is said to be in the low $400,000 range before bespoke options. Some sources suggest estimates around US $350,000 for base builds, depending region, and with customization, it rises from there. Price summary. Starting ballpark, earlier model, approximately US $340,000. 2026 base estimate, low $400,000 before heavy custom options. Depending on region, e.g. Vietnam, listed around US $300,000 as a guide, but that may be preliminary or localized. So if you're considering one, expect a significant investment, but you are buying more than a car. You're buying craftsmanship, exclusivity, and personalization. Final verdict. So, after spending 2 hours exploring, what do I think? The Celestiq is an exciting, bold statement. It blends design, luxury, craftsmanship, and electric performance in a way few other vehicles manage. For the ultra-luxury buyer who wants a hand-built, bespoke electric sedan that turns heads and stands apart, this is a top contender. Its strengths are many: exquisite materials, limitless customization, impressive tech, serious performance, refined ride, and premium ambiance. The driving experience is credible. It doesn't trade comfort for sport, nor does it compromise luxury for performance. And it has those intangible wow moments: the panoramic glass roof, the sweeping displays, the individualized finishes. On the flip side, you're paying a premium and you're accepting low production volume, which may impact certain servicing or resale dynamics. It's not purely about value or mass usability, it's about luxury, statement, and exclusivity. If you're in that mindset, it hits the mark. If your focus is simply getting the best car for the money, there may be other choices that deliver more everyday value. The 2026 Cadillac Celestiq is a magnificent showcase of what American luxury electric mobility can be. It invites you not just to drive, but to co-create your vehicle. If you want something unique, personalized, and electrified, and you have the budget, this car delivers on that promise. Thank you for joining me for this full review of the 2026 Celestiq. I hope you found it informative, exciting, and helpful. If you're thinking of one, I wish you the best of the journey in configuring your dream car. Safe driving, and until next time, take care.